Welcome to Knightline Live. It's Monday night, 7 o'clock, and Knightline Live is brought to you by Astro Industries out of Lynn. If you're looking for a new career, or maybe just wanting to start over, hey, go on to Astro Industries website and apply for a job. They're always looking for good people. I'm Jerry Middleton. Along with me as usual is Rick Fletcher. And Rick, we have a really big show tonight.
Well, we got a lot. Right now you got sectionals for girls basketball. We had sectionals for wrestling, and regionals are this coming weekend, so we got a lot of wrestling coverage tonight, Jerry. A lot of fun over there in Centerville. I tell you, we broadcast, as you know, and it was a long day, and this is Two Old Guys production. Right after that, I had to hustle over here. We had basketball that night. Let me tell you, I got home and I collapsed.
Well, I thought you guys would be running close, so I sent over the Two Old Guys production helicopter to get you guys and get you over here so we're ready for basketball.
Don't tell anybody that's in our budget. They think we got a lot of money, and we really don't. So, but I appreciate the ride.
Hey, no problem.
I really do. So we're going to do that. Also, we'll talk, boys basketball, grinding on, heading toward, probably there's going to be a conference championship game somewhere down the road, I think. That's a possibility. And then sectionals not that far away. And, well, we've got a new softball coach. That's Tara Williams. She's got a great background. I can't wait to get into that with her.
I saw a whole flock of robins in my backyard the other day.
Oh boy, spring is right around the corner.
Spring's around the corner, and that means softball and baseball.
All right. Well, we look forward to it because that we love, the spring sports, and we get out there and it's a sunny 38 degrees and the wind's blowing, and we love every minute of it.
Every minute of it.
So, looking forward to that. Well, let's do this. Let's get right into wrestling.
All right.
We had a lot happening this weekend with wrestling. Sectionals were at Centerville, and we were there from start to finish, Jerry. Knights had a really good showing. So as a team, they finished fourth, and there's some good teams.
Which was good.
Yeah, I mean, you got Newcastle. Yeah. It seemed like in the finals, because you get to the finals for every weight class, it seemed like a whole lot of Newcastle was there in the finals, but they finished first. I think Eastern Hancock had a good tournament. Yep. They finished second. Centerville, they're kind of a blue blood in wrestling around here with Mike Day out there as their coach. They finished third, and we were right behind in fourth out of 11 teams. So a great showing as a team. The Knights, they did come up. They had 6 qualifiers. I want to talk about the sectional champions first. Heather Kroll at 106. She was the champion. I tell you, we're going to show this match here, all right? We've got a video of all the defining moments in their championship matches. Heather Kroll, 18 seconds of the first.
I was going to say, all 18 seconds of it?
So wasn't a whole lot there. Technically, she's great. I mean, it's really, I've learned a lot in wrestling over the last couple of years with, Jeff Matthews being our analyst. It's really fantastic. So, also champions were Zane Snyder at 215, and he's had a great day at Centerville. So, congratulations to him. And Michael Henderson, just on and on he goes.
And that was an exciting finish to that one.
Oh, it was a very exciting finish. There was a lot of excitement in a lot of matches on that day. So we'll kind of narrow it down just to our wrestlers because there was a lot of other action with other wrestlers. But I do want to show you some action, okay? That's the longest live stream we do. We were there for probably 7 hours of broadcast time. A long day, but it was worth it and was a lot of fun. And I'm getting excited for Saturday at Richmond. So let's go to that video, Jerry. It's a bit lengthy, but let's go to that and pick up the action. Plus, we had Zane Snyder. I had an opportunity to interview some area wrestlers, and Zane was one that we picked from Northeastern, so we're going to put that in there too. So let's go to that, Kayla. This is Knightline, and we're live. All right, here we got Heather Kroll, Jeff. All right, here we go.
There's Heather. Nice little, oh, that's right to the back.
Counting, the ref's counting.
She's going nowhere, that's it.
That was quick. 18 seconds of the first round. Heather Kroll is your sectional champion. And you know what? People around here appreciate it. She gets a nice round of applause. She's a great story, Jeff. Really, she is.
She is a great story. Wrestling fans are different than other
Back
sports.
here at Centerville for Wrestling Sectional, I'm here with Zane Snyder from Northeastern. Zane, we were talking a little bit off the air. You've had a pretty good day, so tell us what's going on.
Oh, I had a couple matches, all first period pins. Made my way to the finals. So.
Just kind of boring, huh? Just like a matter of fact. I mean, I've heard you say that you like to play football. Is that true?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so what does wrestling do as far as help you to prepare for a sport like football?
Well, it helps with your explosiveness, your conditioning, your strength, your whole body strength. It's all-around body work.
All right, so do you like the atmosphere here? I mean, it's fun, isn't it? Does it jack you up when the crowd gets crazy? How does that make you feel as a competitor?
It's just like when you hit something big, it's a feeling of accomplishment.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so my partner, Jeff Matthews over there, he's an ex-wrestling coach, and he's been raving about you every time out there in the match. I wanted to tell you that. So, hey, Zane, good luck. We appreciate it. We'll see you again, I'm sure, at some point in time. All right, that's Zane Snyder from Northeastern High School. We'll be back. We'll attempt to get one more local wrestler here. This is the Knights Broadcasting Network.
And that'll be the last one.
All right, I want to tell our viewers we got to be somewhere else by 5 o'clock. We're pushing the clock. So,
I don't know how you're going to make that.
I don't know, but here we go.
He's setting on the leg. He's got that controlled. He goes. There. Oh, there he is. That's near fall. He may pin him right here.
Boy, it looks close. There it is right there. Zane Snyder with a pin. What a move by Zane right there. Unbelievable.
I've seen him do it earlier today also. I mean, I know I want to be impartial here.
Yeah.
Because but I'm telling you, I really like that kid. I've watched it. He caught my eye early in this tournament.
Well, so he is a sectional champion. Let's go to the podium.
Keishan Hancock's coach. I coached against him years ago. He was a youngin' back when he first started. There's takedown.
All right, so Westover
got the takedown. Apparently he knew more than I did.
Well, I've got 2-1 on the scoreboard. We're out of bounds here. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, looks like Nathan Westerholder might be a little bit hurt, and I guess he'll be all right.
Yeah, he's all right.
He's leading. He ain't going to be hurt. All right, so you got Henderson down.
Berger's going for reversals instead of getting away. I don't know exactly why he would do that. That's why.
Oh, so he's awarded 2 points. This is an exciting. The action's picked up fast and furious in this one.
Generally in heavyweight wrestling, that's what happens.
Yeah.
You know, they lull you to sleep and then dazzle you.
You're approaching 1 minute left in the period.
Michael's sitting on the ankle, so he can't get that leg out of there. That's a good thought. He's driving forward. He's back on that ankle again once he lost that. Now he's got a leg in. I don't like that situation. He's going to try and roll again.
Less than 20 seconds left in the match. I'll tell you, stamina right here, heavyweights, Jeff.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight for Westover to have to pick up off of him. He's on his hips.
All right, we're less than 5 seconds. That's going to do it right there. That's going to do it. All right.
That ended up being a great match.
It was a good match. We saw a lot of good championship matches, Jeff. So Michael Henderson wins the sectional at the heavyweight division at 285. Congratulations to him. If you're a Knights fan, you had 3 sectional champions today: Zane Snyder, Michael Henderson, and Heather Krall.
Welcome back to Knightline Live, and Rick's phone's been blowing up. NBC has been calling him to host the Olympics this year. I don't know if there's any truth to it, but Rick, tell me.
Well, I'll tell you, they said stay where you're at. You're doing a good job. So that's at the pinnacle of my career, Jerry. So that's how that works there.
That was exciting.
Oh, it was a great day, and if you've never been to a wrestling tournament, they're long, okay. But if you go in the afternoon, you'll catch championship rounds. You ought to go because, number one, if you go to Centerville High School, the bleachers were packed, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And wrestling gets pretty intense, and the fans get very intense, too. And it's really a tremendous event. Centerville, congratulations to them. I want to thank their athletic director, Shane Osting. He's got the attitude when we go there, what do you need? Okay? Yeah. And he's very accommodating, so I really appreciate it. So Richmond, we'll be at Richmond this weekend. We'll be on the air probably 8:45 or so, something like that. This is a regional, so you got other schools coming in. So really looking forward to that. And I'm expecting another good-sized crowd, Jerry.
Oh, probably will be. Now, we also had, that was the 3 winners.
They are the sectional champions.
And then we have 3 more Knights that get to move on.
Yes, 3 more qualifiers. So let me tell you who those are. Lucas Shamness, he was 3rd at 120, so he moves on. Top 4 move on. And Thane Berger, he was 3rd at 165, so he's moving on. And you should have seen Thane. When he won, you have a match between the 3rd and 4th to determine seeding, and he won his 3rd place. He was fired up, and it was just great to see. And Caleb Coey was 2nd at 190, so he's going to move on. And how it goes, Jerry, how it works is you're going to have, they're seeded 1 through 4. Okay, now someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but they're seeded 1 through 4 in this sectional. They finish,
right.
And the other sectional that feeds into the regional, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3, and so on.
So you like crossover.
Yeah. And so really, you want to win. All right, you're going to face the number 4 of the other side. So you really want to win. But that's how it goes. So it's an exciting day, and we're expecting more excitement on Saturday. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Well, we'll see what happens Saturday.
Yep. So we'll do that. All right. We've got the softball coach. The new softball coach is in the powder room. she's looking great right now. She's getting her powder on, and she's fired up to come on. And we're excited to talk to her.
Absolutely. Because, like I said, it's right before you know it. It'll be happening.
Yeah, spring's right around the corner. Yeah, so
thank goodness.
Amen to that.
Well, we got to go to some commercials here.
I think let's go to our break here.
Hey, you're watching Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries of Lynn. We'll be back right after these messages. At Kate's Family Eye Care, we value a family-friendly atmosphere, offering high-quality eye exams. Our expert staff utilizes the latest techniques in eye care. We have a large selection of affordable glasses that are unique to our area. We are proud supporters of the Northeastern Knights and wish all the teams the best of luck.
Go Knights!
13,000 feet has a way of testing a man's soul. After all, you were never meant to take on such an endeavor. That long drop is what separates human from superhuman. That fear is the only enemy, the only thing keeping you from feeling that power in your bones. And here we are, right here, right now. Let's fly.
You're good at motivation, we're good at your insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
We would love to invite you to LifeSpring Students, our youth group at LifeSpring Church that is just south of Northeastern on 27. We meet from 7 to 8:30 on most Thursdays, but the doors open at 6:30. You can grab some pizza or a snack from our cafe and then hang out with your friends until 7 p.m. We have basketball, dodgeball, gaga ball, and other activities for you to enjoy. At 7, our student band leads us in some worship through music, and we have a lesson from God's Word, the Bible. We then split into small groups based on grade and gender to apply what we have learned and pray with one another. After small group, students are invited to hang out until 9 p.m. when we close. LifeSpring Students is a great way to get to know God and meet some new friends. It is open for any student in grades 6 through 12, and we would love to invite you. Find out more at lifespring.tv/students.
KOA exit 151A, registration in the general store. It's a family-owned campground with pull-through parking for RVs or travel trailers with full hookups. Rent a cabin. Relax at one of the fire pits or picnic by the pond. A playground for the kids, or get in around the golf before dinner. Take a water-soaking hayride, lay out by the pool, and then take a dip.
Do you have a big event coming up soon? Dejo Photos has you covered. Check us out on Facebook. We are professional photographers who strive to capture all of your special moments, such as family portraits, senior photos, live action sports, graduations, and so much more. If you don't think photos are important, wait until they are all you have left. Contact us via email at info@dejophotos.com or call us at 765-277-0047. Dejo Photos, capturing memories one photo at a time.
Coming together every day to make a difference for you, for me, and everyone in between. Because at Dot Foods, when we celebrate each other's differences and work together to make the community a better place, we become great together. At Dot Foods, what matters to you matters to us, where communities matter. Dot Foods.
Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries of Lynn. And Rick, we have a special guest in the house. I think it's Tara Williams, if memory serves me correctly.
All right, Tara Williams, formerly of New Paris, Ohio, formerly of Union County High School down in Liberty. We know all about those guys. And University of Indianapolis. Tara, hey, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. All right, I let the cat out of the bag a little bit, but you know, tell us about your background and your specifically your softball background.
Yeah, I've been playing softball like my whole life.
Okay.
So I started with baseball and then went into softball.
All right.
I went to National Trail when I was younger, through 8th grade, and then once high school hit, I transferred to Union County. Played all 4 years there. Then I went to the University of Indianapolis, played all 4 years there. It was definitely an experience.
Yeah.
It's a long road for sure.
Yeah, now when you played at Union County, okay, I believe we talked off the air. Scott Gray was your coach.
Yes.
A long time coach down in Union County. Had some success, okay. What was your how successful a team were you guys back in that day? It wasn't very long ago, but
it wasn't. It feels like a while though after college. We were pretty successful. We were obviously had a bunch of stuff that high school girls go through, but at the end of the day, we were solid. We learned a lot from Coach Gray. We learned a lot through that process, and we were pretty tough, I think, back in the day.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so you got to tell us, transition from Union County playing in the Tri-Eastern Conference here in the state of Indiana. What was it? Did that prepare you to go to the University of Indiana D2 school? All right, so that's pretty getting up there as far as commitment goes. So what was the transition like for you to go from high school to college?
It was sudden and tough, but I don't think I would have changed anything about it, just because you grow up fast and you learn, and I mean that's what got me here. So
yeah, did you feel like you were prepared for the rigors of college when you got there? Or?
I think coaching wise and coaching style, yes. Coach Gray was very hard and very to the point. He wasn't going to sugarcoat anything, and that's how college was for me. So
okay,
yeah.
they didn't mess around, right?
Not at all. That was a job.
Yeah. So did you guys? What kind of success did you when you were in college? What kind of success did you experience?
They were very tough on us. So we always had a really good winning season. We were always top 5 in D2 every year. So we were expected to be in that spot every year, and we were. So.
All right.
It's tough.
All right. Well, that's great. So
yeah.
we're going to explore how that now that you're here doing
right.
this, because you're young, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not much older than some of these players that
No.
you're going to be coaching here, but you have been through the same experiences that they've been through.
Yeah.
So, all right, Jerry, go ahead. I know you're brimming with questions here.
Well, the facilities and so forth and all that. Have you been able to start any type of your preseason workouts? I forget how many you're allowed to have. I'd have to look it up, but
yeah.
cages.
We are starting lifts this week. We're getting in Thursday and Saturday this week.
6 a.m. on Saturday? No.
I don't think they'd be there.
Okay.
No, but we're getting into the things this week. I was pretty impressed by their work today in the gym, and I'm excited to see what this week holds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, approximately how many players do you think that, the roster might be? Kids that have signed up, said they were going to play, it's shown up and stuff like that.
There's a lot of basketball girls right now, so it's hard
there is
to measure how many are showing up. But sign-ups, it was between 16 and 18, so
good numbers.
pretty good numbers for a varsity team.
Did you get a breakdown as far as seniors, junior, class by class? Do you have that breakdown?
Somewhat. I think there's 4 seniors to my knowledge. There's quite a bit of freshmen coming in.
Okay.
So I'm excited to see what they have, and I haven't seen too many yet, just because a lot of them are playing other sports. So.
All right, so I'm going to ask. Now we're going to get into some controversy.
Oh, I like controversy.
Travel softball is big.
It is.
My assumption is, and you probably experienced some of
that.
A
lot, yeah.
Okay.
A lot.
Go through the pros and cons as you go from, if you have a young girl that's playing travel softball, they're serious about it because they go all over the place, and it costs their parents a lot of money.
For sure. Yeah.
So now you got to bring them in here into a team, okay? So what's the challenges there?
Yeah, I mean, travel ball is, at least when I was playing, it was very intense. I also had Coach Gray as my travel ball coach.
Okay. Did he yell at you then too?
No, never. No, yeah. He was very hard on me, but I'm very appreciative of it.
Okay.
I mean, travel ball teaches you a lot of lessons that maybe you can't learn in high school. I think travel ball for me was so much more intense because you're looking at scouting, you're trying to get recruited, you're trying to do all these things. And high school for me was a little more relaxed, even though I still had that same intensity. So that was one thing that was different for me personally.
I think with travel, baseball, I can speak of baseball easily.
Yeah.
And it translates into softball.
Right.
Is the fact that sometimes people get delusional because when 14-year-olds are playing 14-year-olds,
no controversy here.
Okay? That's easy.
Yeah.
But when 14s are playing 18s, that's a whole different world.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes it's hard for people to accept that. And then the worst part about it is the players don't seem to have the same success, and then it's hard on them. And that is what I see is good coaches are able to take that and bridge that gap and make them feel like, hey, you know what, it's okay. And, but that's what I see a bunch, especially in that, that environment.
Yeah, I think travel-wise, I think teams are more stacked but they're obviously the same age as you.
Yep.
So I think there's definitely a difference between having a stacked team and then having a team with 15-year-olds to 18-year-olds, you know.
Yeah.
And
It's a big difference between, especially in boys we found, but in girls too, difference between a freshman, 15-ish,
right.
and that senior who's 18,
Oh, yeah.
been
Ish.
through the wars,
Yeah.
you know, ish, yeah, it could
Yeah.
be.
Throwing 92
Yeah.
versus
Oh,
them
yeah.
seeing all they've seen all year is maybe somebody break 80.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So how is a coach? So now, what's your philosophy as far as, you know, freshmen playing versus a senior?
Yeah.
Tell us your philosophy.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm in practice, I don't look at the age of the girl. I want to see how hard they work. A freshman can work harder than a senior and earn that spot over her any day. So I think I just want to see the tenacity of what they bring, and who I feel is going to get the job done at the end of the day is who I'm going to have on the field. And I mean, I think it's fair game for no matter what class you're in.
Is there so you have some goals, all right?
Yeah.
So outline. I don't want you to outline everything, but what are your basic goals that you've set for this
I know
team?
what number one is.
All right, go ahead.
Beat Union County.
Union County.
No, that would be
That
nice,
better
though.
be one of them.
I want to ask you,
Yeah.
all right? So now you're coming to the other side, all
I
right?
know,
We
yeah.
think it's the better side,
Okay.
but we'll see Jeff Matthews here tomorrow night because Union
Oh, yeah,
County's
that's
coming
right.
to
Yeah.
town. He doesn't think so, all right? But does that figure into it at all? I mean, does that get your juices going a little more?
It definitely gets more competitive, especially when you're that close and you're coming from that background. But I still want to beat them more than anything.
You probably still know some of the people down there
Yeah.
in Union County because they have some coaches that have been there for a while
Yeah.
and that type of thing. So what are your goals? What are you setting right here? Now I understand you haven't seen anybody yet,
Yeah.
practically,
Yep.
okay? But what are your goals as far as what do you want to try to accomplish with this team? We know winning's there,
Yeah,
okay?
winning,
So,
obviously.
so,
Yep.
so let's go ahead and figure out what those goals are.
Yeah. I think I really just want to get to know them, and if their aspirations are to go on to college, I was just in that role of trying to transition. I think I could really help a lot of them there. I also I want to help them succeed, obviously on the field, but off the field. I want them to leave high school with a tenacity of I'm going to win everything I want, I'm going to get. And I think working hard in practice and everything like that is the start of those motivations for them. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, how about as far as conference goes,
Oh,
as
yeah.
far as, sectionals, moving on? You guys playing a tough sectional. Number
We
one,
do.
you got Union County. I think they've won that last at least 2 years, if
Yeah.
not longer.
Yeah.
At least last year, I don't know if it's the same, Jerry, but Eastern Hancock's another power
Yeah.
down there. What's it going to take? And again, I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah.
I realize this.
Yeah.
What's it going to take to be able to compete with those teams right there?
Yeah, I think focusing in on the game plan, sticking together. The little things become the big things in games.
Mm-hmm.
So just focusing on what we can do and the little wins we can take in each game and bounce on everybody.
I love what you just said there. The little things become the big things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many times have we seen that,
Oh,
Jerry?
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
any sporting event.
Yeah.
It's the little things add up to the big thing at the end.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that you nailed it right there. So.
Let's make no bones about it. The Tri-Eastern Conference is a pretty good softball conference.
Yeah, it really
Yeah.
is. You've got Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Pretty good.
Tri-High,
Tries good.
Centerville,
It's
Hagerstown. I mean,
Yeah. It's
I
always
mean,
been
Union County?
pretty good.
Yeah.
And we're always somewhere in that mix.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's no give me games in
No.
the Tri-Eastern
Right.
Conference in softball.
Well, I think that's what you want. You don't want blowouts. You want to be challenged, okay?
Yeah.
You want to have battles every night.
I want 10-0 every game.
I know. We've said this about basketball. 50
Oh, yeah,
point
that's true.
blowouts, and but I've always had the philosophy, especially conference teams. You like everybody to be on par, so you have a battle. It prepares you for the
for the end of the year.
For the end of the year.
If you never play a game when your back is to the wall, you'll never know how to win that.
Right. Yeah.
And I think sometimes some of those games you get to that point where your back's never against the wall, so you feel it's no big deal. And then when your back's to the wall, it's like, uh-oh, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
And you can't dig out of it.
Well, I think you're exactly right. All right, so you're not doing this by yourself, right?
I'm not. Thankfully.
You have some assistant coaches,
I do.
so tell us about who they are, where they're from, and how you know them, basically.
Yeah. My assistant coach is Savannah Abner. She's from National Trail. I grew up playing basketball and softball with her.
Okay. And is she about your age too?
She is.
Okay.
She's the same age. She graduated from National Trail and then also helped coach their softball team over there for a little bit too.
Okay.
I have a volunteer. Her name is Emmy Pugh.
Okay.
She's from Lincoln. Played softball there. I played travel ball with her a lot growing up. She went on to play softball at Bethel.
Okay.
So we
more
got
college experience.
Yeah, more college experience. And
okay.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, boy, you guys are. I'm marveling because we for fun we call ourselves two old guys. Well, it's because we're old, right?
There's only two of us.
There's only two of us, but now you guys are coming in. You're young.
We are. Yeah.
I'm assuming you got a lot of energy.
Yeah,
and
very excited.
That type of thing. So hey, it's going to be exciting, Jerry. Honestly,
I think so. I think it's a. It's the dawn of a new era.
Yeah.
And that's the way you got to look at it. It's just it's going to be something new, and a lot of new ideas and so forth, and that's the exciting part of it.
Now, before you interviewed for the job, did you know any of the players here, or maybe you might know their parents, or I don't know. Tell us.
Yeah.
Did you have any relationships?
Not a whole lot. I knew the Lopemans because when I'd work out at Coach Kate's, I ran into them a few times, and I just.
That's a cheap plug for Coach Kate, by the way.
There you go.
John Kate.
Yeah.
He's a legend, by the way. So no
awesome.
introduction needed around here.
But that's like the only name I really knew outside of the program.
So you're starting new then.
I am.
You're going to get to know everybody.
Yes.
And so will you have like a parent meeting? You set the ground rules. All right. Softball is known for parental involvement. I think all sports are.
Oh,
really,
yeah.
because I'm a parent of an athlete, and we want the best for our kids, and we want to win. So I'll speak from the parent side. So you'll have that meeting, right?
I will, yes.
And you'll lay down the ground rules of come talk to me if you have questions, that type of thing, and open door policy and all that type of thing. So hey, it should be fun. You know what the best thing about softball is? Maybe the weather will warm up. And
hopefully.
Well, we're hoping if the IT guys are watching this, we're hoping to have that internet connection over there, but for the start of
that
softball.
would be nice.
Yeah. We'll
of course, on the other hand, Rick, we might have to sit back like in the old days and say, if you're seeing snow on your TV screen, that's because it is snow. Unlike the old days.
Yeah, it can get chilly, especially early in the year.
It does at our place.
Yeah.
Because the wind blows.
The wind blows across that cornfield, and it is.
As long as it blows the ball out of the park. I mean.
It won't. It usually blows the other way.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's like Wrigley on steroids.
You're gonna have a couple girls that'll be able to do
it
without the wind.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it should be. We're looking forward to a good year. There are some mountains to climb, but you know what? You got to get started somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming, Tara.
Thank you for having me.
I'm sure we'll chat with you again down the road. Looking forward to a good season. Want to wish you all the success in the world.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And hopefully we'll get to broadcast some games. Yes. And so we'll do that coach's comment.
There we go.
If there's anything we can do for you, just let us know.
I think I might have some softball eligibility left, except I don't think I can hit Claire Lopeman though. So
I don't know.
I don't want to embarrass myself. So.
Well, me, over the fence.
Sending it.
Send it home.
Maybe we can do a little fundraiser. We'll stand in.
There we go.
We'll get some local. No, I'm not talking about Jerry and I, but some local dignitaries. They get Claire on the mound, and we'll try to hit.
I
See
like
how
it.
that works.
I think we can
can
get
do
somebody.
something like that.
Oh, no.
We're always thinking.
Always thinking outside the box.
Yeah. All right. Go to commercials, I guess.
You're watching Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries.
Coming together. Dreaming of having more space? With a mortgage from First Financial, you're golden. We keep things simple with friendly, personalized service from application to closing. We'll help you find the right mortgage loan to fit your unique needs. Plus, you can qualify for relationship pricing with an eligible checking account. And since we live in the communities we serve, you can count on our local knowledge to make sure the pieces fall into place for an on-time closing. So stop dreaming and start moving with First Financial Bank.
First! Harmon sheds are custom built to your specifications and needs. But wait, there's more! Harmon sheds build privacy fences, decks for your pool, beautifully designed decks for all around your home, and detached pavilions. Let Joe and the crew do all the work, so all you need to do is relax.
This is Rick Fletcher. When my car needs repair, I take it to 715 Simharjan Parkway in Richmond, home of Knuckle Busters. With their ASE certified technicians, why would you go anyplace else? They repair domestic and imports, air conditioners to Z-bars. Knuckle Busters Auto Repair. Call 765-488-1470 and tell them to go Knights!
Are you being bugged about your floral needs? The Leading Lily, 927 South 9th, is a full-service florist with lots of great gift ideas like wind chimes, potted plants, hanging baskets, teddy bears, and much, much more. Convenient delivery available to residential, the hospital, and local funeral homes. The Leading Lily has bouquets to say, I love you, to weddings to say, I do. The Leading Lily, we have you covered. Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries. And I think we're ready to talk a little bit of girls basketball. Senior night happened the other night.
Yeah, big week for the girls.
Big week right here.
But first, we want to celebrate the seniors.
Yeah.
We celebrated senior night on Friday night.
Yep.
And, you know, it's always an emotional time for these girls. You know, they realize, I think, that even though sometimes they don't want to admit it, they know the end is coming at some point in time in the next few weeks. So
well, they're like I always tell everybody, at some point in your sports career, someone's going to say no.
Yeah, you're coming to the end.
You're coming to the end.
And
I think mine's next week.
Mine was a long time ago. I was done a long time ago.
But yeah, some of them are realizing that, hey, this is it.
But they'll go on to do things,
magnificent things with their lives.
Yeah.
And they'll look back and say, man, high school basketball was one of the most fun things I ever did.
All right, so I put together a little video for the seniors.
Oh, another montage?
Another montage, all right, so we're going to go there. So let's go to that right now, Kayla. All right, here we got Heather Kroll, Jeff. All right, here we go.
There's Heather. Nice little Well, that's right to the back.
Counting. The ref's counting.
She's going nowhere. That's it.
That was quick. 18 seconds of the first round. Heather Kroll is your sectional champion. And you know what? People around here appreciate it. She gets a nice round of applause. She's a great story, Jeff. Really, she is.
She is a great story. Wrestling fans are different than other sports.
Back here at Centerville for Wrestling Sectional, I'm here with Zane Snyder from Northeastern. Zane, we were talking a little bit off the air. You've had a pretty good day, so tell us what's going on.
Oh, I had a couple matches, all first period pins. Made my way to the finals. So.
Just kind of boring, huh? Just like a matter of fact. I mean, I've heard you say that you like to play football. Is that true?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so what does wrestling do as far as help you to prepare for a sport like football?
Well, it helps with your explosiveness, your conditioning, your strength, your whole body strength. It's all-around body work.
All right, so do you like the atmosphere here? I mean, it's fun, isn't it? Does it jack you up when the crowd gets crazy? What is that? How does that make you feel as a competitor?
It's just like when you hit something big, it's a feeling of accomplishment.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so my partner, Jeff Matthews over there, he's an ex-wrestling coach, and he's been raving about you every time out there in the match. I wanted to tell you that. So, hey, Zane, good luck. We appreciate it. We'll see you again, I'm sure, at some point in time. All right, that's Zane Snyder from Northeastern High School. We'll be back. We'll attempt to get one more local wrestler here. This is the Knights Broadcasting Network.
And that'll be the last one.
All right, I want to tell our viewers we got to be somewhere else by 5 o'clock. We're pushing the clock. So,
I don't know how you're going to make that.
I don't know, but here we go.
He's setting on the leg. He's got that controlled. He goes. There. Oh, there he is. That's near fall. He may pin him right here.
Boy, it looks close. There it is right there. Zane Snyder with a pin. What a move by Zane right there. Unbelievable.
I've seen him do it earlier today also. I mean, I know I want to be impartial here.
Yeah.
Because I don't have but I'm telling you, I really like that kid. I've watched it. He caught my eye early in this tournament.
Well, so he is a sectional champion. Let's go to the podium.
Keishan Hancock's coach. I coached against him years ago. He was a youngin' back when he first started. There's takedown.
All right, so Westover
got the takedown. Apparently he knew more than I did.
Well, I've got 2-1 on the scoreboard. We're out of bounds here. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, it looks like Nathan Westerholder might be a little bit hurt, and I guess he'll be all right.
He's all right.
He's leading. He ain't going to be hurt. All right, so you got Henderson down.
Berger's going for reversals instead of getting away. I don't know exactly why he would do that. That's why.
Oh, so he's awarded 2 points. This is an exciting. The action's picked up fast and furious in this one.
Generally in heavyweight wrestling, that's what happens.
Yeah.
You know, they lull you to sleep and then dazzle you.
You're approaching 1 minute left in the period.
Michael's sitting on the ankle, so he can't get that leg out of there. That's a good thought. He's driving forward. He's back on that ankle again once he lost that. Now he's got a leg in. I don't like that situation. He's going to try and roll again.
Less than 20 seconds left in the match. I'll tell you, stamina right here, heavyweights, Jeff.
Yeah, that's a lot of weight for Westover to have to pick up off of him. He's on his hips.
All right, we're less than 5 seconds. That's going to do it right there. That's going to do it. All right.
That ended up being a great match.
It was a good match. We saw a lot of good championship matches, Jeff. So Michael Henderson wins the sectional at the heavyweight division at 285. Congratulations to him. If you're a Knights fan, you had 3 sectional champions today: Zane Snyder, Michael Henderson, and Heather Krall.
Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries of Lynn. Rick, a great video, and let's break it down for sectional.
Let's break it down. Let me start with the obvious. The Knights got to be favored in this.
I would agree with that.
You know, they've got the best record. A lot of talent on this Knights team. We've seen it for the last couple 3 years. But Jerry, can I say it here?
You can say it, because Union County has won like 6 or 7 in a row.
Yeah, they're coming in on a hot streak.
They're on a roll. And whenever somebody's on a roll, you have to respect that.
Yeah, absolutely. They're on a hot streak. They play Union County and Hagerstown play in the first game. That's going to be tomorrow night. We'll have every game on the Knights Broadcasting Network. You and I will be there. And so you can fill the gym, all right? Start there first. Let's bring everybody out, fill the gym, and you can watch the replay later. But really, we want you in the gym. So we'll have that first game tomorrow night, and the winner of that game plays Northeastern, and the second game on Friday. We don't have to mention the history, right?
Nope.
All right, I'm going to mention the history.
Uh-oh.
All right. Union County has been kind of the nemesis.
Yes.
And yeah, they ended the Lady Knight season the last couple of years. I don't think you could, if you're a player, you can't go in there thinking that.
Yep.
Okay, talent-wise, we've got a lot of talent on this team. I think it's sometimes what you don't want to happen is that mental side of it. You can't get in your head.
Right.
It's a new year. It's a new sectional. Everything's new. I will tell you this, in talking to these girls all year long, especially those seniors, they're motivated. I mean, they've got a lot of motivation. They want to go far. And for them, it's going to start Friday night. So for them to go far, you got to get past Friday night. That should be the only game they're worried about right now. Is Friday night.
You should never worry about the game that you're not playing.
That's right, exactly right.
And because when you get into like March Madness and all that, when you get down to the one and done, somebody laces their shoes up tomorrow and somebody puts their sneakers away tonight.
Exactly. I don't have to remind everybody that if we look at the NCAA tournament from last year, what happened to Purdue? Lost in the first round as a number 1 seed.
We probably just cost ourselves 500 viewers with that comment.
All right, but my point is, mentally and physically, you this is it right here.
Anything can happen in one game.
Yeah. So hey, we're homers. We know who we're cheering for. So yeah, go Knights. And I think they're going to be ready to play on. I honestly think the motivation is there. You can see that motivation with these girls. They want to go. They want to go far.
Oh, absolutely.
And so it starts on Friday night for them. And the other matchup on Friday night is going to be Shenandoah and Knightstown. Hey, that could be a good matchup right there, really.
I say get the old quarter out, flip it up in the air, and there's your answer, heads and tails. I mean, I think it's a toss-up.
Yeah, and Shenandoah, they're a 500 team. These teams around 500, what happens is you win some games, maybe you win some games you're not supposed to, and you probably lose some games that you could win. All right, so they're probably just a few points away from having a better record. That happens in high school basketball. So that's going to be the first game on Friday night. We'll be here for those games. And no matter who plays on Saturday, we'll be back for that too. So, hey, this is a great time of year, Jerry.
It's a wonderful time of the year.
Really love sectional time, so we'll look forward. Tune in tomorrow, but better yet, be in the gym tomorrow night for Union County, Hagerstown, and come on back on Friday. We're looking forward to it.
Well, is it
break time?
Break time.
Got to look at our.
I got to look at our.
I spend hours and hours putting this together.
I have to sit back and go, okay, I need to get a drink of water, so it's break time.
All right, let's go to commercial then.
And you're watching Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries. Are you being bugged about your floral needs? Martin's Country Mart, US 27 Fountain City. Swing in and grab a coffee or a frazzle. Maybe a fountain drink at Martin's Country Mart. We also have all your favorite snacks, bottled drinks, and of course, sweet bakery items. Plenty of accessories for dinner. And don't forget the grill menu, covering breakfast, lunch, dinner, and of course, the kids' favorite, pizza. Martin's Country Mart, Fountain City. You've had a hard day at work and all you want to do is sit in your lounge chair in the nice cool air? Then it hits. The AC's not working. The living room feels like the Sahara Desert. Call Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. In just a short time, it'll be nice and cool. And then all you'll need is a sign that says, "No penguins allowed." Call 765-966-0994. Reynolds Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Proud sponsors of the Knights. Did someone say boom, baby? Call Scaretti Pyrotechnics at 765-977-2757. Scaretti Pyrotechnics has performances for birthdays, weddings, school athletic events, other occasions, and of course, the 4th of July. Scaretti Pyrotechnics are proud supporters of Knights Athletics. Boom, baby! Smith, McQuiston, and Webster Funeral Home has proudly served the Fountain City area since 1886. From the time you walk up the steps, Funeral Director Keith Webster's goal is to carry forward the legacy of personal service established by the Smith and McQuiston families. Using modern technology and good old-fashioned attention to detail, we will strive to earn your confidence in us by treating families the way we think we would want to be treated. Smith, McQuiston, Webster Funeral Home. Rick, thank goodness somebody called timeout because I am hungry.
I'm starved, Jerry. Hey, with 3 different Richmond locations and 1 in Hagerstown, there's a Subway sandwich shop near you.
And you can always order off the app and curbside pickup. The drive-thru's always open, and the way that I prefer it, I just like to walk in.
Here's your sub.
Listen, Subway, eat fresh.
Go Knights!
Welcome back to Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries out of Lynn. And Rick, it's a little boys basketball time.
Well, they keep rolling on here. I mean, they're in the midst, right in the middle of a conference.
Oh, yes.
Championship potential run, okay? They got to win, obviously.
If they win out, they're guaranteed at least co-champs.
Yeah, at least co-champs, which you didn't know if that was going to happen after they lost to Centerville in the conference game. But Centerville got beat in the conference, so that put the Knights right back in the thick of thick of that race. And hey, good for them. It gives them some motivation to keep on.
Absolutely.
So great for them. They had a couple games last week, couple blowouts. All right, handled their business. But one thing I want to talk about, Jerry, with that team is defensive pressure. We saw that on Saturday night.
Well, I'll tell you what, they came in. Coach Ross was not happy about the defensive effort against Lincoln.
Okay.
And he called the troops in at 4 o'clock on Saturday, and they went from 4 to 4:45 in what I call boot camp defensive drills.
And this was on a game day.
On game day.
Yeah. So they had an actual full-out practice.
45 minutes hard practice. And they came out and talked to Coach Maurer on the First Financial Bank Coaches Comment Show, brought to you by Beth Beatty. He was like, "Yeah, this was a great defensive effort for us tonight." mean, any time you hold someone to 9 points in the first, 3 quarters of the game,
something's going on.
Something's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was a great defense. Now, let's see, going down the road, you're going to have some better competition. Let's see if you can keep that effort up.
Yeah.
All right, because you're gonna need it down the road. You're going to need it if you want to continue on sectionals and regionals to get to semi-state and beyond. That defensive effort we saw on Saturday, that's what you're going to need.
Well, and it remains true what was said years and years ago: defense wins championships.
Yeah, and it's true today.
It's the truth today.
Yeah. So Saturday night we did something different. We usually have a Subway player of the game, but we're always looking to innovate. Okay.
Yeah.
We decided that we were going to have our Subway fan of the game. And Marsha Shepard, God bless her, she was willing to be our fan of the game, and so she's actually a Northeastern grad a year or two ago, all right? But
we'll call what, 1969?
1969.
The last time the Mets won the World Series, I think.
Oh, my goodness, I think, no, they won in 86.
Oh, that's 86. Miracle Mets of 69.
Miracle Mets, that's right. But she was gracious enough, so if you get a chance, go watch the replay, and you can see that. We did have a player game last week, and that was Day Lundy. So we're going to go see what Day had to say right here. Our Subway player of the game, none other than Junior Day Lundy. Day, hey, congratulations first on the win, and you played a great game tonight. So we saw some things out there from you tonight we haven't seen much this season. You knocked down a couple of threes. What was your thought process? You were stepping into those shots.
My teammates were just finding me, and I was just knocking out my shots. They was believing in me. That's what got me going.
You know, really, you look at the scoring sheet. You had at least eight of you guys that were in the scorebook. A lot of sharing the ball. No selfishness on this team. I mean, is that what you find? You know, is that what you guys work on? You want to spread the wealth?
Yeah, it was a team win for sure.
All right, so we're moving on, man. Sectionals aren't that far away. Tri-Eastern Conference is still on the line. You know, when you found out I want to ask, you found out that Centerville did get beat. Did that give you a little extra oomph to continue on in the Tri-Eastern Conference?
Yeah, because, well, I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, so I'm not going to say
Don't be cocky. Everybody's watching this right here. But it helps, right?
Yeah, it does.
All right, so you guys are right in the thick of that thing. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll see you back here on Saturday night.
And we're back on Knightline Live, brought to you by Astro Industries. We were just laughing. Our executive producer, Kayla's a little on the tired side. I said, what's wrong? You've had to show up to school every day this week. It's like day one.
Well, they like that.
They like those 2-hour, 90-minute delays.
They love those 2-hour delays. You know who likes them too, Jerry? It's the teachers like them. So that's the truth. They love snow days, and they love those 2-hour delays. All right, so the boys' basketball season goes on. They've got a game this week on Thursday at Hagerstown. So that's in the middle of all the sectional games that we'll have here. So go down to Hagerstown and you can watch that game. Do want to mention the archery team.
Oh, yes.
They had a state qualifying meet. I guess with archery you don't see what the results are until it takes a week or two, I guess, to get those results. But Coach Brian Richmond he'll let me know when that happens.
But he said that they shot better this year than last year.
They shot in the meet that they had. They were shot better and performed better. Okay?
Well, that's good then.
Hopefully I said that correctly. But good luck to them as they go forward. These meets, state qualifying, I think it's down at the fairgrounds, and then they go to a national meet after that, or regional, or whatever it is. But there's meets beyond that they'd love to go to, but it takes money because you're talking about probably a trip to Florida or something like that.
Well, everything takes money.
Everything takes money. So. All right, tune in. Come to the gym tomorrow night. We got sectional basketball, so be there. All right? I think that's it, Jerry.
I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Well, for Kayla Hersey and Rick Fletcher, I'm Jerry Middleton, and you've been watching Knightline Live. And you know what? It's been another good night.